what's really going on? Bitcoin, crypto, and currency. Ripple against USDT. Price action currently trapped in this very tight range of consolidation and accumulation. We have resistance around $1.09, currently slapping price action up, down, and around. We also have potential support around the 0.5 Fibba Bugatti line, $1.03, acting as an area of buy pressure. A breakout is definitely pending sooner than later. And so, as you can see, we've already seen, up to 120% in gains over the following 41 days after EngineeringRobo becomes bullish on price action. We have the buy 1 and then the buy 4 come in before the moon signal here, suggesting you start accumulating around 64 cents. And then, if you didn't take profit up at that swing high around $1.40. I do believe there may be reasons you should consider closing your positions and taking profit around current levels, as all three of our chosen robo advisors have become bearish, suggesting you close your position capitalizing on 66% ROI with EngineeringRobo's buy and now sell suggestions. And so there are many different robo advisors that come with EngineeringRobo's different packages, so it is key to pick the best three that suit your trading strategy. And so once two of your chosen three robo advisors become bullish or bearish, that is used to determine your entries and exits. And so EngineeringRobo is not used to determine the exact tops or bottoms of the market, but is used to determine the best areas of accumulation that have the highest chances of success. And so we can see price action currently interacting with the 0.5 Fibba monopoly line, in my opinion, based on these very aggressive sell signals and suggestions. While XRP is quite bullish overall in the longer term, I believe in the immediate short term we may experience a break downward here and another interaction towards support below this $1.03 level. And if we were to continue to experience resistance off of it, my target would then be 78 cents per XRP, just, causing this phase of consolidation to take longer before we, get back to the multi-dollar range. I do believe once we have established support and we start to get bullish on price action again, and we see some buy signals, perhaps, we will eventually get into this FOMO zone here. $2.33 is going to be my kind of like midterm target for XRP. However, in the immediate short term, continued sideways or another pullback dip or aggressive short-lived downside may be necessary to allow the uptrend to continue. So definitely lots of volatility with XRP at the current moment. Jumping in today may be subject to the highest risk of downside. In my opinion, we're interacting with some very significant resistance, and there are some very significant sell pressure and sell signals in play. So I am looking for sideways or downside with those factors at the moment. And so right now would not be the most bullish time to be accumulating XRP. In my opinion, a more comfortably bullish opportunity to start buying will present itself in the near future here once we see some buy signals or better established support. Now, if we switch over to Dogecoin, DOGE, against USDT, price action currently in the middle of a very volatile kind of range of support and resistance. We do have all three of our robo advisors currently bearish on price action, which does smell like short-term downside. I do believe, in my opinion, we are likely making our way toward support around 20 cents per Dogecoin, which will be a more bullish opportunity to start accumulating. However, if we see these sell signals persist, I do believe price action may require support around 18 cents, which is the 0.236 Fibba monopoly level as a bullish area of accumulation for us. While Dogecoin, I do believe, has more upside in its life eventually, I do believe in the immediate kind of short term and perhaps midterm, we could stay in this sideways range of sort of consolidation here as we reestablish support for the uptrend. I mean, if we refer to kind of previous times, we've seen these buy signals for Dogecoin. We actually can refer to, roughly 2007 years ago, back in, the beginning of November of 2020. We have our three chosen robo advisors become bullish on price action around, 0.0027 USDT per Doge. And so we don't actually see two of our chosen three robo advisors become bearish on price action until after up to 26,327% gains. So we see, easily turning $10,000 into, little over $2.6 million with EngineeringRobo's buy signals. And so if you didn't take profit at that swing high, you were suggested to when two of our chosen robo advisors became bearish around 31 cents, allowing you to capitalize on 11,900% in profit. So definitely insane amount of gains made with Engineering Robo's buy and sell suggestions, and we always wait for 2 of our chosen 3 robo advisors to give us a suggestion before determining our entries and exits. And so I do believe at the moment, with all 3 of our robo advisors bearish on price action, we may require some continued sideways or short-term downside to reestablish the uptrend. And so at the moment, I do believe Dogecoin is headed toward 20 cents. In my opinion, that would be a more bullish area of accumulation. I would not start accumulating Dogecoin until we reestablish support or we see some buy signals come back into play. Lots going on for Dogecoin at the moment, currently very volatile, looking for support. But if we were to switch over to Algo, Rand, ALGO against USDT, we're looking back at price action. I did a little analysis on this about a week ago, and we see price action currently consolidating from this sort of sideways where we sort of looked at it last time. We see price action interacting with support around this 0.786 FIBA zucchini level. $2.03 is looking like a bullish area of buy pressure. However, we do see sell pressure all the way from kind of $2.30 up to $2.54, in my opinion. This is a very tight range of volatility, which could continue to slap price action around. However, a breakout is pending sooner than later. At the moment, we do have our robo advisors still currently bullish on price action. We have, price action getting bullish around 87 cents. And so after Engineering Robo gives these buy suggestions, we've seen up to 186% in upside over the following 50 days, easily turning $10,000 into just about $20,000 with Engineering Robo's buy signals. And so while we don't have any robo advisors bearish at the moment, I do believe we are a tad kind of still overbought, and this would be a very volatile range to be accumulating in, because I do believe it would be subject to perhaps the highest risk of short-term downside. I mean, where there's another kind of potential key level, I believe present around $1.82, in my opinion, could be another target that we pull back to, as long as candles were to have a continued daily candles opening and closing wicks and bodies above $2.03. I can consider that level as a more bullish area of support. However, we will likely make our way perhaps back down to $1.83, in my opinion, if we were to fail to hold that $2.03 level. And so right now, I do believe would be a very volatile time to be accumulating algo. While it is very bullish, and I suspect the upside will continue, I believe another interaction downward towards support may be necessary, as this is a very kind of volatile range of indecision for this coin moving forward. We have support around $1.83, and if we fail to hold that, we could make our way all the way back down to $1.58, correlating near the 0.618 Fibonacci level, $1.62. So we do have some room for downside in the short term to experience some bullish buy pressure for us to allow the uptrend to continue. However, I do believe right now is a very volatile time to be accumulating, and I would wait for a breakout or further confirmation of bullish support. Now, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin, BTC against USDT. What do we have here? Price action currently interacting with that resistance present around $48,000 per Bitcoin. Very high technical sell pressure at the moment. Fundamentally, we are looking very, very bullish Bitcoin overall and still in very high demand, and there's tons of buy pressure present. However, we may require some sideways or interaction downward, I believe, to allow the uptrend to continue. Overall, we're still very bullish, and I am still expecting a six-figure Bitcoin, at least $118,000 per Bitcoin before we can consider any sort of prolonged downside. In my opinion, any sort of sideways or downside we experience in the short term here is going to be very bullish for us in the kind of longer term, because I believe Bitcoin will very much continue its uptrend, perhaps sooner than people may expect. However, in the moment, I am considering this downside or sideways based on, all 3 of our chosen robo advisors currently bearish on price action, and we're interacting with some technical resistance. So, in my opinion, we're likely making our way toward this 0.618 FIBA zucchini, Illuminati, and Bugatti line. $41,500 per Bitcoin could be another area of support for us we can accumulate with to allow the uptrend to continue. If we fail to hold that level, we have an even more bullish area of support for us around $38,000 per Bitcoin. And while that is less likely, in my opinion, it is still not impossible. And if we were to experience those lows for Bitcoin, I still wouldn't consider any sort of long-term downside would be pending for us. I do believe that would just add to the overall longevity of the upside we will likely experience here. So overall, long-term bullish in my opinion. In the immediate short term, we have to reestablish some support here or perhaps continue sideways. So there's never a bad time to buy Bitcoin in my opinion, but there is always better times. And so right now seems to be a rather volatile time, and so I believe a more comfortably bullish opportunity to accumulate Bitcoin will present itself perhaps after we've established $48,000 as support, or we've interacted with some kind of lows here over the coming weeks, or we've continued some sideways. So my opinion, consolidation is going to continue. Let me know in the comments down below where you think price action is going to go. What are you doing with your bags if you have one during this fearful, uncertain, and doubtful time in the crypto sphere here? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo free with the link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social media down below. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in for the next one.